What is up, Mathverse? Welcome back! This is Cedie and welcome to Cedie's Mathverse. So for today's video, we will be focusing on monomial factoring. So monomial factoring is one of the most common factoring methods that we use in algebra. So how does this method work? You're given an expression. For instance, 3x squared y plus 3x y squared. Now, you're tasked to factor this expression. So how are you gonna do it? First of all, you need to know the concept called GCMF, which stands for the greatest common monomial factor. GCMF is an important tool for us to factor expressions like this. First, we determine the factors of the two expressions or the two terms. So we have 3x squared y and 3xy squared. So the first step is to determine the factors of each term. So we are going to dissect it. So we have 3 times x times y. Remember that x squared is x times x. Then, for this second term, we have 3 times x times y squared is y times y. That's the first step. Now that the first step is done, we proceed with the second step, identifying the common factors. Now, from here, we identify the common factors. First, we can see a 3 in both of the terms, which means 3 is a common factor. So we place this one here, 3. Then, we see a pair of x, 1 for each term. So we have an x here. Lastly, we have this pair of y's, which can be found on both terms. So we multiply y. Then, the result you obtained from comparing and pairing factors is the one that you should multiply to get the product, 3xy. This is the greatest common monomial factor. Now, for the third and final step, we get back to our original expression. 3x squared y plus 3xy squared. All we have to do is to divide each term by the GCMF. So we divide 3x squared y by 3xy. Then, we divide 3xy squared by 3xy. Then, we evaluate the value of each term after we divided 3xy. This gives us 3 divided by 3 is 1. X squared divided by x is x. Then y divided by y is 1. So we have 1 times x times 1. Plus 3 divided by 3 is 1. X divided by x is 1 as well. Then y squared divided by y is y. We will simplify the quotients that we have obtained for each term. So we have 1 times x times 1 is x. Then 1 times y times 1 is y. So the second factor is x plus y. So the first factor is the GCMF, 3xy. This is the first factor. Then the second factor is x plus y. This is the final answer. So in monomial factoring, you will get two factors. First is the factor that is the GCMF, and the second is the one we obtained in step 3. Here are some exercises for you. I will give 5 problems and will solve 3 of them. Then, the remaining 2 will be a work for your own. If you want to share your answers, kindly share it in the comment section. Now, let us have these 5 problems. Number 1, 5x squared y cubed plus 5x cubed y squared plus 10x squared y squared. Number 2, we have 6x raised to the 5th power, a raised to the 4th power, plus 9x cubed a cubed plus 12x a squared. Number 3, we have 9abc plus 90ab plus 900a. Number 4, 3rt squared plus 2rs squared t plus r squared st. And number 5, we have 10r squared plus 6r cubed minus r raised to the 4th power. Pause the video if you want to try all of these problems. Then, if you want to see the solution for problems 1 to 3, continue watching. Now, we will discuss the solutions for each of the first 3 problems. Number 1, we have 5x squared y cubed plus 5x cubed y squared plus 10x squared y squared. We have 3 terms, which means we will factor 3 terms. 5x squared y cubed, 5x cubed y squared, and 10x squared y squared. So we will factor each of them. We have 5 times x times x times y times y times y. Then, for the second term, 5 times x times x times x times y times y. For 10, we have 5 times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Then times x times x times y times y. First, we have the common factor 5, which means 5 is one of the factors of the GCMF. So GCMF is 5. Then, as we can see, each term has 2x, which means x times x is a common factor. Then, we can also see that there are at least 2 y's that are factors of each term, which means y times y is also a part of the GCMF. Simplifying this product, we get 5x squared y squared. An important question that might pop into your mind is, why are these two not included? Since we are pairing common factors here, we need to have a third x for this one. Dapat may pangatlong x dito, or else hindi siya kasama. Same thing with the y. Kung wala rin pangatlong y dito sa dalawa, hindi siya maisama sa GCMF. Ganon din kay 2. Walang 2 itong dalawa, which means hindi kasama yung 2 sa GCMF. Dalawang x lang ang meron, dalawang x lang din ang meron dito. Same thing with the third term. Ganon din sa y. May tigda dalawa sila. And yun, yung magiging factors ng GCMF. We have 5x squared y squared. Now, kukunin na natin yung second factor. We have 5x squared y cubed divided by 5x squared y squared plus 5x cubed y squared divided by 5x squared y squared. Third term, 10x squared y squared divided by 5x squared y squared. Sisimplify lang natin. 5 cancel, pares ika-cancel yung x squared since pares naman sila, leaving 1 times 1 times y cubed divided by y squared is y plus 5 divided by 5 is 1, x cubed divided by x squared is x, then y squared divided by y squared is 1. Last, 10 divided by 5 is 2. X squared divided by x squared is 1. Y squared divided by y squared is 1 as well. So, nakompleto na natin yung third step. Then, we simplify. 1 times 1 times y is y. 1 times x times 1 is x. 2 times 1 times 1 will yield 2. So, ito yung second factor natin. we have the GCMF and the second factor. So ang final answer natin is 5x squared y squared multiplied by quantity y plus x plus 2 close parenthesis. Now, for the second problem, we have 6x raised to the 5th power a raised to the 4th power plus 9x cubed a cubed plus 12x a squared. Ngayon, meron ulit tayong tatlong factors, which means 3 terms to be factored. We have 6x to the 5th power, a to the 4th power, 9x cubed a cubed, then 12x a squared. Getting their factors, we have 6 is 2 times 3 times x times x times x times x times x times a times a times a times a. 9 is 3 times 3 times x times x times x times a times a times a. Last, we have 12. 2 times 2 times 3 times x times a times a. Now, identify na natin yung common factors. Tingnan muna natin si 2. Merong 2 itong dalawa, pero wala siyang 2. Which means 2 cannot be part of the GCMF. How about 3? Meron siyang 3 na isa, 3 na dalawa, kaso isa lang yung nandito. Meron din siyang 3, and meron din siyang 3. Which means 3 is a part of the GCMF. So we have GCMF 3. Then, meron ditong isang x, tatlong x, then 5x. Ibig sabihin, isa lang yung pwedeng mapasama na x. Since wala na tong mas marami pang x, isa lang ang pwede niyang isama sa GCMF. So, x is a part of the GCMF. How about A? May dalawa, may tatlo, at may 4. Since wala na tong additional na dalawa pa or isa, ibig sabihin dalawa lang ang pwede mapasama sa GCMF. A times A, which in turn gives us 3xa squared. Ngayon, gagawin na natin yung third step, which is getting the second factor. We have 6x raised to the 5th, a to the 4th, over 3xa squared, plus 9x cubed, a cubed, over 3xa squared, plus 12xa squared, over 3xa squared. Then, we just simplify. 6 divided by 3 is 2. X raised to the 5th power divided by x is x to the 4th. A raised to the 4th over a squared. A squared is a squared. 4 minus 2 is 2. Plus 9 divided by 3 is 3. X cubed divided by x is x squared. A cubed divided by a squared is a. Then, for the last term, 12 divided by 3 is 4. X divided by x is 1. Then, a squared divided by a squared is 1, 2. So, parehas silang 1. Which means, kapag sinimplify, we get the second factor, 2x to the 4th a squared plus 3x squared a plus 4. Which means, ang final na factored form is the GCMF, 3xa squared multiplied by the second factor, 2x raised to the fourth power a squared plus 3x squared a plus 4. So for the third and last problem na i-discuss ko, 9ABC plus 90AB plus 900A. We will do the same thing as 1 and 2. Enumerate the 3 factors, then factor them out. For 9ABC, 9 is just 3 times 3. 3 times 3 times A times B times C. And 90, mukhang malaking number. Pero, tandaan, 90 is 9 times 10. And 10 is 2 times 5. 9 is 3 times 3. Same thing with 900. 900, pwede nyo siya mapadali by treating it as 9 times 10 times 10. 9 will be equal to 3 times 3. 10 will be equal to 2 times 5. Then 10 is another 2 times 5. Mas madali na ngayon. Madali na may isulat yung factors. So for 90AB, we have 2 times 3 times 3 times 5 times A times B. For 900A, we have 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 5 times 5 times A. Ngayon, tingnan natin yung common factors nila. 2, meron itong dalawa pero wala, yung 9ABC, which means 2 is not part of the GCMF. How about 3? Meron silang tigda dalawa. Dalawa, and dalawa dito sa pangatlo, which means the GCMF has 3 times 3 as its factor. How about 5? Meron ding 5 tong dalawa, kaso wala si 9ABC ng 5, which means hindi kasama yung 5 sa GCMF. Pero yung A, meron sila parehas. Silang tatlo, meron silang A, which means kasama. B, meron yung unang dalawang terms pero wala yung pangatlo, which means hindi kasama si B. Then si C, 9ABC lang ang meron nun, which means hindi siya maiisama dun sa listahan ng factors ng GCMF. Simplifying the GCMF, we have 3 times 3 times A equals 9A. Then, we proceed with the third step. Third step, kunin natin yung second factor. We have 9ABC over 9A plus 90AB over 9A plus 900A over 9A. 9 divided by 9 is 1. A divided by A is 1. B divided by nothing here, which means B and C will be retained. 90 divided by 9 is 10. A divided by A is 1. Then B will be retained. Now, for the last term, 900 divided by 9 is 100. Then A divided by A is 1. Simplifying, we have BC plus 10B plus 100. This is the second factor. And combining that with the GCMF, we have 9A multiplied by quantity BC plus 10B plus 100. So that is the final answer for problem number 3. So that is all for today's video, Mathverse. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a thumbs up as well as subscribe to Cedie's Mathverse. If you want to suggest some topics or improvements, kindly leave them in the comment section below. See you guys next time, and always remember, mathematics is incomplete without you.